the unconventional wisdom for today's seller. And today we are going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about the real estate stories from real estate trenches. I have been negotiating contracts for 30 years, almost daily or weekly. I negotiate for sellers, I negotiate for buyers, and all of my clients love to know how deals are made or unmade, what happens inside of the story. And so today we're going to start with one. Just a few days ago, we were presenting an offer on a specific property. I was representing the buyer in this particular case. We have done home inspection. We have solidified our financing. We made sure that our offer was devoid of any conditions and it was clean and solid. We came in with a solid price. We did everything to make sure that we are the winning bid. And so all of this was done the day of the offers come, and at the end of the day, we didn't get it. Shortly after, we found out that the property sold for substantially less than our bid. Now, that doesn't happen very often. Normally, the money talks, and the seller normally picks the offer that has the highest price, provided the offer is clean and provided that the closing works as well. Well, in this particular case, there was another reason. During the showing, the seller met the buyer, and they developed a liking to them, and we ended up walking away empty-handed. We didn't get the property. We found out that the property sold for almost as much as $20,000 less. It was an emotional decision on the seller's side, and that's what they chose to do. Now, what is the moral of the story? Well, there isn't really a moral here, except for one thing that I always tell my clients. There's 3 rules to observe. Number 1, show up. Wayne Gretzky said, I miss 100% of all the shots I never took. Now, you got to show up. Well, we showed up. Number 2, I always say, do the very best you can. Don't end up losing a property for a few $1,000s and say, well, if I knew it's going to sell for that, I would have come up. Do the very best you can. And number 3, don't be attached to the outcome. The final outcome, when you show up and you do the best you can and you still don't get the property, it just wasn't meant to be. And in this particular case, a week later, my clients found a property that was absolutely amazing. You know, they ended up buying a loft in an old converted church, which is a totally fascinating place. And I'm going to tell you that story in the next blog. And in the meantime, thank you for tuning in, and pass it along if you like it, and we'll see you in the next episode.